Hello you. Yes, it's a golf game. It's Konami Golf on the MSX. That's what an MSX cartridge looks like. Can you see the context? There we can see the context. Yes, it's a golf game and... oh look, it says Konami on the back. Can you see that? Funky. Yes, it's a golf game, and you know what that means. Those of you who followed my channel long enough, it means I'm going to be whinging about things while playing golf. Look, they have holes in these cartridges so you can stick them on a screwdriver and spin them around. I can think of no other reason to do this. Maybe you could string a load of them together and wear them around your neck like Dolph Lundgren in Universal Soldier. Don't know. Anyone know why there's a hole? Ooh, look, you can see through them. Ooh. Look, that's almost as much fun as a game, isn't it? No, it isn't, Rob. Shut up and get on with the game. So we will pop this in the correct slot, because there are two. We won't close the lid because it won't close. Can you see that? Let's get this lamp over here. Get the lamp to actually angle. It's a very droopy lamp. There we go. This lid will not close with the cartridge in. Oh, and the TV's obviously got bored doing static. Come on then. Let's have a channel back, thank you. Let's pop this on. And turn the volume down. Unfortunately, for some reason, my MSX has decided that the only sound it wants to play is that. So, we'll do this without any sound, eh? Just me wittering on. I'm sure no one's here for the actual quality of the footage. But let's zoom in, and that should do, I think, and that's focused, I believe, as well. So maybe out a little bit. That'll do, won't it? There we go. So yes, golf, generally used as an excuse for me to vent and get stuff off my chest, and boy, well, more to keep you up to date on what's been going on, like I said, in I don't know how long ago now. Stuff happening, things going on, just too much stuff to deal with. So let's have a game of golf and natter about it and try and remember all the bloody things that's been nagging me over the past couple of months, really. Look, you move left and right and you can change the way you're angling, which is handy because you need to kind of be able to aim, don't you? And then we press up and down to slice it, hook it, or straight. I think we'll go straight. And then you just press fire, and there you go. You just go up and down, and you try to remember where the maximum is. It's not exactly leaderboard, but it's quite pretty and cute. Oh dear, I'm in the rough. Oh well. This bodes well for the rest of the game, doesn't it? Anywho, yeah, where were we? Let's start off with family, shall we? Yes, let's. Jules is doing okay. Oh god, this is going to be terrible, isn't it? Physically, no sign of anything progressing nastily on the cancer front, shall we say so. Touch wood, things are stable at the moment. On the mental side of things, and I do mean mental, that's going to overshoot, isn't it? Damn. Yeah, dealing with family, namely the kids. I say the kids. Daughter moved out, well, I threw out her boyfriend, God, it was years ago now, and she went with him and hasn't spoken to us since. I won't get into that one now. Eldest son left yonks ago after I gave him an ultimatum that he needed to, well, we asked him to sort himself out, and, well, he said we had to give him a letter saying that he had to be out or he wouldn't go. So we gave him a letter and gave him 3 or 4 months notice, and yeah, so he moved out. We pretty sure we helped him out on that front, and after a month or so, he found that he couldn't stay where he was going to be staying. So could he move back? And it's like, no. So he moved out, and we haven't seen him since. But he does still keep in touch with Jules, so that's something. Where am I on this game? Let's try a smaller hit. Let's try that. Oh, I'm going to be going back and forth. Oh no, I made it onto the green. But yeah, youngest son. I say youngest, he's 26. Let's get this hole down first, eh? Or over the hole, anyway. Dear God. How do I change what stick I'm using? Go up and down. Can I press the other button or anything? No. I have no idea how you change sticks. Yeah, let's see. He was as bad as eldest son, trashing the place, not helping, letting the place fall to rack and ruin. You know, the room was as mouldy as this one was, if not worse. And not helping at all, in the slightest, to the point of actually telling me to my face, why should I bother doing stuff when I know that you'll do it if I don't? So like, well, thanks for that. And I have no idea, let's try that. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, so not feeling particularly good on that front, that he would actually say something like that to my face. So things weren't good there for quite a while, but eventually, well, he decided he was going to move in with a girlfriend who he met online, and I couldn't really say anything about that because I'd met Jules online, so there we go. You want to move halfway across the country to be with a girl? Fine, I hope it all works out. We gave him money to sort himself out for his first month's rent or whatever and stuff like that. Wished him well and pointed out to him that if it didn't work out, he would have to move back to his dad's, because that was it, you know. He's moved out, that's that. He's moving to his dad's if things don't work out. A month or two later, he's back on our doorstep. Oh bollocks, where's that going? Miles off. He says, no, I'm not moving back in, I'm just crashing with friends. While I sort myself out, because things aren't working between us. Within 2 weeks he was back here, because he'd had an argument with with his flatmates, his housemate, his mate supposedly, over some game, and that was that. So he was back with us then. Oh, damn, that's far too much. You heard me clicking then, I was clicking way before that. So, yeah, so then he was back with us again, and slowly trashing the room that I'd spent ages doing up, rescuing, demoulding, renovating, shall we say. Oh. Oh, yeah. After 6 months of this, he then decided, well, within a few months of this, he decided that he and girlfriend were back together, but she was going to move down here. We told him she's not moving in here, and after 6 months of this, he basically moved her down here and expected her to be able to move in with him. To which we went, no, not putting up with this any longer. You have to find somewhere else. And that includes you, not just her, both of you. If you're going to, then, so that was that. Oh, damn it. Oh, that actually might be quite good. That's a downhill slope, isn't it? So, yeah, maybe in this direction would be good. Oh, go on, roll it in, roll it in, roll it in. No, not quite. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Hey. Yeah, so after 6 months of not even washing his bed sheets, let alone helping me or Jules with anything at all. He decides to start acting like a complete psycho because we dare to tell him no to stuff. He has since moved out. He has a place. They have since argued and split up again, and are still together and are not, and are or not, I don't know anymore. And to be honest with you, I don't care at this point now. He doesn't care about us, to the point where he has said that to his mum, "You are dead to me, Jules." He thinks that we're the ones that are at fault. Everything that we've done to raise him over the years is completely not just forgotten about, it didn't happen. He's got a different memory of everything. He seems to think he's had a incredibly tough life, and that I've been an abusive father and all sorts. So basically at this point there's nothing either of us can say to change his mind, and he's going to have to learn his own way and make his own way in the world, which is obviously heartbreaking for Jules, but she knows that this is the way it's going to be, and it's just going to be down to me to look after her, because kids aren't going to bother, which is sickening to me. When my dad was dying of cancer, I wanted to do everything I could and wished I could do more, but this lot have decided, no, we are selfish bastards for wanting to try and live our lives as best as we can while we still can. Go on, get on that green there. Oh God, I'm just going to be going back and forth over the green here, aren't I? Is that 13 over par? Oh dear. Ah, that's how I change. I just noticed up and down what, right, okay, let's not do a 1 wood. Let's do a 9 iron. Let's see if that makes much difference. Of course, aiming would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? Oh dear. Oh, actually that worked out quite well. Yeah, that was intentional. Yeah, so I probably haven't explained things particularly well. That's going to be an uphill shot, isn't it? So let's go with... Hey! Get them in the end. Yeah, so family, can't rely on anyone, basically. And I probably haven't described it particularly well, but there we go. Let's try and get onto that one there. Let's not do a 1 wood, let's try a 3 wood, shorten it a bit. And where's that going to go? Is it going to be... Has it got the porridge? No. It's not got the porridge. I appear to be on grey. Am I in the car park? No. Let's try that again. Let's try a 1 wood but not full power. Wish that I knew what this sounded like, but for some reason I don't get any sound on cartridge games. I say on cartridge games, I've got 2 cartridge games. But anywho, yeah, family. Oh God, what? There's probably all sorts of stuff there that I've missed out, and if you asked him, that would all be an absolute pack of lies, and it didn't happen like that, and it's just a case of, well, that's that. He's pissed on my door handles of my car on one of the times that he's been round, because it was a bone dry day. There'd been no rain for days, and when I went out after he'd been round to pick up his post, I found my door handle wet, and also something wet on the bonnet as well. So I think he took a piss on my bonnet and my door handles. So it's stuff like that make you go, well, that's really making me want to help you, isn't it? And I think he's like that with lots of people. If he's, if he doesn't get what he wants, then, well, he's self-entitled, shall we say. He thinks the world owes him a living. Is that going to get there? Finally we get there. And I do blame myself partly for that, because when I, shall we say, took Jules on. I didn't take when I started going out with Jules and took on the role of being a stepdad. I saw how his dad had been with the two other kids who weren't his when he was a stepdad, in that there was almost like a caste system. There were things that were his that were in the fridge that were not for the kids, and they had to have cheap value Tesco cola, while he had the brand name stuff, and they weren't to touch his. And I didn't want any of that with youngest son. I wanted him to feel at home. This was going to be his home. I wanted him to feel that if there was something in the fridge and he was thirsty, he could go and have himself a drink. Didn't have to ask, can I have this, can I have that? Unfortunately, I think that's meant that he's grown up thinking that he can take whatever he wants from wherever he wants, and everyone owes him an existence. Oh, is that going to hit the trees? Oh dear, oh dear, 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 dear. I'm in trouble now, aren't I? OB, out of bounds, I'm guessing that is. So how the hell do I get it over the trees? Because that was a full whack, wasn't it? Well, I'll have to aim for that gap. Let's try it again. That doesn't look like it's getting enough height. That's very, very strange. Am I using the wrong club? Sand wedge? Is that SW sand wedge? Let's try that, see if we can get over the over those very flat-looking trees. Yes, that does take it higher, doesn't it? But I can't get it far enough. Tricky one. I don't know how to get out of this. Maybe I need to get myself onto the green to give myself a decent... Oh, bum. Can I cancel that? No, I can't cancel. Well, I can do that. Get myself onto the green and hopefully I can get myself a decent whack at it. So, yeah, things are a bit mental on that front, to the point where I no longer feel safe leaving the door unlocked whenever I'm out, for fear of him coming back and letting himself in and Jules not being able to defend herself, or I don't know. So always locking the door now, which is something I'm not particularly happy about. He'd probably think that was absolutely brilliant, that we're worried for our own safety at times. Probably not. It's probably over the top. But you think, why risk it? I'd rather not. I'd rather not let him just wander in as he sees fit. So that's that. So that doesn't help mental health, Let's give it a whack. That's looking better, isn't it? I'm now going to overshoot the bloody course. I'm like, oh no! Oh! Right, well, we will aim back that way. We will do a short one, just to get ourselves on the green. Oh, very nice. And that is going uphill, isn't it? Those arrows are pointing to the left, so that must be uphill, so I need... See, my brain doesn't work too well these days. Stress and anxiety and things like that really do affect your brain. My cognitive abilities really do struggle at times. Let's just go with... Hey, there we go. Really, really simple things at times. Your brain just, my brain just stops and you just go, I can't get my head around that. Sometimes I'll be reading documentation for something over and over and over, and the individual words make sense, but I just can't get my head around stuff anymore like I used to. And I put that down to stress and anxiety. It just fucks you up. So, yeah, there's a good segue, I guess, to work. We've done family. Or one side of the family, anyway. Let's get off the ground here. What's that can be like? Way too much welly. Yeah, so on top of, doing all the housework, looking after all the animals, we'll get onto that. Looking after Jules, cooking, cleaning, washing, shopping, all that sort of stuff. There's also holding down a full-time job in order to pay all the bills. Let's do a 9 half strength, something like that. Oof. My God, is this going to be an under 10 par? That's pointing downhill, so I'm going to be going uphill for that. So I'll need to give it a bit of welly, but probably way more than that. I am very lucky in that I have a very good team that I work with, and they don't seem to mind the fact that I am struggling massively and maybe not as capable as I once was. Although I do get the feeling certain other members of other teams look at me like, oh, he is fucking useless, isn't he? And to them I say, but not to their faces yet, fuck you, you don't know what I'm going through. And if you'd spent 6 years going through this shit, well, let's see what you'd be like. Of course, it could be paranoia, stress, anxiety, that sort of thing, false, imposter syndrome, making people you think you're not up to snuff when you are, and who knows. But I'm struggling to keep going, and hopefully I'm doing okay. Although it does get really, really annoying when people go about trying to get you to do more things than you're capable. Well, more things than you would have been capable before, but now it's a real fucking struggle. And what you want is to be kind of left alone to do whatever menial job, and just to quietly do bits and pieces and to help out where you can on things, but taking on a whole new systems, and we're not just talking being admins of new systems, you just want to go, stop it. I know you're trying to help by showing me, oh look, he's capable of doing this, he can do job security and that sort of thing, but there are other times you go, I really could do without being shown up as being incapable at times. There are things that I am capable of, there are things that I am still capable of, but it requires more brain power than I currently have at the moment. It's going to take me making years. I don't know. I don't have the brain capacity. I don't know. Stamina levels, brain stamina, something like that. I've got so much other stuff on my mind that I can't really take on more stuff. That's going downhill, so I need to whack it uphill a bit, don't I? And that's quite a distance. Let's go with that. Not too bad. Let's go with... Oh, no. That's bad. That was bad. Let's go back uphill again. Hey! Bogey. I'm going to have a drink. Chin chin. Hole 7, blimey. Oh, this looks like a nice straight one to whack it straight up the pitch. No. What's the bloody word for that green stuff? Not grass. Fairway. I was thinking four-way? No, fairway. You shout four, it's the fairway. Right, let's just whack it and see what happens, eh? Maybe whack it a bit to the right, because we've got a wind coming across the left. So, yeah, I am so tired so much of the time. There are times that I just have, I think it might be sugar crash, carb crash, something like that. Sometimes my head just bam, I'll be fine for the morning, and then come the afternoon, suddenly it's like someone's pulled the power plug. My head is lolling, and I'm sure people look and go, oh, look at him, he's falling asleep at his desk. Like I'm out partying, Oh, no, oh, oh, that was very good. Very good. Well done, Rob. Yeah, like I'm partying or I'm wasted. God, I mean, yeah, I am wasted. Unfortunately, not in a recreational, fun way, shall we say. Just no strength left. And I try to eat healthily, and I say try to get exercise. I have no time for exercise. I'm just doing chores. I go to work, I come home, I do chores. I try to nap in between in order to keep my energy levels up, because I need to be up late in order to give Jules her pills late at night, and then I need to be up early to go to work, because I found that getting into work early means I can get away early, which then means if I need one I can then have a nap before I need to get dinner on for the evening. So squeezing in game playing time, this is why this has been my first gameplay session in, God, it's got to be at least a month. That's going downhill, so that's something straight across perhaps, and maybe not that much. Yeah, a bit more than that though, Rob. Oh, that was a bit too much, wasn't it? Back the other way then. Nice. Only 30 over par now. I'm sure there'd be a jingle there, but no, just kidding. I'll put the hiss on for a little bit, just for a bit of variety, eh? Oh, I don't think we need full power, do we? And we've got a wind behind us as well. Let's just go like this then. See where that takes us. Oh, will you look at that? That's a downhill one, so let's just go that way and see if it takes it. Not quite, but lovely. A birdie. There we go, getting better. It's only taken me 8 holes. See, no tune. We'll turn that back down again. Oh, I've got some treat. Oh my word. I could try and risk it and go from there straight up to there, but I think I'm going to do the coward's route and go across to there and across to there. I say coward's route, it means I've got to work out how far to hit it to get to there. So I'd say about half strength maybe. Let's try that. It looks like it's on grey there. It looks like it's on the green there. Or on the rough. That'll do. Now I need to go whack it onto the fairway. Not too far. That will do nicely. Shame I had to take another shot, but there we go. We will now try and hit it through that gap there. 9-iron full strength maybe. Let's try 1-iron. And about that much. Oh, we're aiming for the bunker. Not quite. Phew. Yeah, so let's not forget. Not forgetting, of course, all the whole. Jules has cancer. It's inoperable, and I'm trying my best to put to one side the thoughts of what the future means for that respect, shall we say, and ignoring friends and other people who say, we've all got to go sometime, or you'll get hit by a bus tomorrow, because it's just so. Don't say that to anyone who's got cancer, please, whatever you do, that we've all got to go sometime, or you could get hit by a bus, because you're ignoring there completely the aspect of it that, yeah, but a doctor's told you that you're going to get hit by a bus within the next 6 months, shall we say. You are going to be looking at buses every fucking day. Anything that resembles a bus will make you think of it. You see something red, you'll think, it's that a fucking bus? It will be on your mind every fucking day. To say, oh well, we've all got to go sometime. is just so fucking callous. People who've said that to us, you just go, oh, you just don't understand. And I don't know how to make you understand. And we can't, so... Yeah. So whatever you do, well, don't say that to someone with cancer. Or any other terminal disease. I have to say one thing. Being a goth, and supposedly being obsessed with death and all that sort of the dark macabre and all that sort of thing, yeah, well, the music side was cool, as was the dress sense, and yes, kind of always gravitated towards the darker side of literature and things like that. But when you're actually facing stuff like that every day, and death weighs on your mind, and morbid thoughts are with you all the friggin' time, it doesn't half get wearing, you know. I'm supposed to be hitting the ball towards a hole here, aren't I? Let's just do that and see. Oh no, that was a silly thing to do, wasn't it? We're in the parking lot again, aren't we? Mm-hmm. Fill in the usual quotes about that Simpsons game where Bart doesn't get Bone Storm and instead gets the putting game. I can't remember the name. Greg something, was it? Who knows? Let's try a much, much lighter stick. Yeah, it could take us a while like that, though. Oh, no, apparently I'm on the green. There we go. That's a downhill, not an uphill. That's a downhill, so we'll go over there, I think. And maybe a bit more like that, and a bit more welly would have been good. No. Yeah, so don't say that to people with the terminals, whatever you do, or to people that they care about, who are caring for them. Things like that do tend to lead to more and more depression and stress and anxiety. And oh, what's going on here? Oh, we were only playing 9 holes, were we? Well, we'd better have a quick go at match play then, I guess, hadn't we? Because I ain't finished yet. No, we've accidentally chosen the same again. Damn. No, well, we'll be hitting reset on that then. And fortunately, there is a reset button on the back. Ooh, look, MSX. Copyright 1983 by Microsoft. Whew. Let's try. No, it's 2 players. 2 players match. There's no what. 2 players match play then. And we'll go through this as quickly as we can. Because who's watching at this point? Only the people who are here for me as much as the games. I'm aware of that. And thank you very much for that. I'll whack it up the pitch, Rob. There we go. Kind of leads me on to something else, other stuff about, well, this channel, really. I'm aware I'm never going to get big numbers. I'm not in it for the big numbers. I'm not, let's try that slightly sideways one for this one. Hello, I'm pressing fire. Oh, I've got to switch over, haven't I? I've got to switch here to switch it between one player. Ah, there we go, player 2. I am using... Oop, can we see this? The quick shot, is it Maverick? Because it has a MSX switch on it, so it's the only joystick I can use on here. But it has 2 cables coming out, so you can plug one into port 1 and one into port 2, and then you can flick a switch between player 1, player 2, player 1, player 2. So instead of having 2 joysticks in, you just hand it back and forth to people. So that's quite handy in this case. Not so hot if it's a 2-player simultaneous game, but there we go. There we go, now we're moving. Yeah, this channel's never going to be paying for us. I'm never going to be able to quit work and just do this. bit mental if you think you are going to do that, really, unless you've got big numbers. And some people are able to get that, and some people aren't, and keep complaining about it, and keep saying about how much work they're putting in, and yeah, let's not go down to that one. I think Mr. Benway's recent video mentioning people putting the work in and not getting this, and thinking that they're owed an existence. Well, that sounds familiar to someone else that I know, and that sounds a bit psychotic to me. But there we go. Oh yeah, switch back. And we're in the rough, so we need it to be a bit more than that, but oh well. Over to player 2. And I don't know if I'm in the rough or not there. Well, I am now. Yeah, anyway, how many times do I have to say it? Yeah, this channel ain't going to be a big gun, but in the words of Covenant, Dead Stars, don't try to be an artist, I try to be a man. This is me. This is me playing games. This isn't a TV channel or anything like that. This isn't me standing in front of a camera going, "Hey guys!" I can't follow channels like that. This is just me having a chat while playing some games. And I'm sure by now, those of you who've been sub to me for a while know that, and are fine with that. And this is what I've just noticed. There's actual hills like showing there. The looks like the putting green. Is that what it's called? That area anyway is raised up higher. Also looks like there's 2 boobies on the horizon. Switch back. Switch back. There we go. Wasn't that a song that was on the Doom movie soundtrack? Switch back. Cell Dweller? Someone, I can't remember now, I'll have to look that up. Yeah, and I think most of you who've been here a while know that, and if you stuck with me, I'm guessing you're happy with that. So I'm happy that you're here. Thank you for that. It's nice to know that I don't have to go chasing whatever the game du jour is, shall we say, and you're happy just watching me play games. I'm loath to say badly for stealing Mr. Benway's shtick, but that's pretty much what it is, isn't it? And me just wittering on. But I need something very small here, don't I? A putting, not quite a putting wedge, but let's go with. Are we there? Are we there? We're there. There we go. Excuse me, need a quick drink. Lost my train of thought. Where was I? I know I was talking about the channel. I say the channel. Me. That's what this channel is. It's me. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking by. Quality over quantity. I don't want 100,000 subscribers, all of them honking like fucking baboons in the comments. I'd much rather have a select few who like what they're watching, and that's what I've got, so I'm very happy with that. Thank you, and hopefully you're happy with the content that I put out, and you don't mind these occasional whinging videos, which I will say, yes, it is a bit selfish of me to use this as a platform to rant and whinge and stuff like that, but I also do think, yeah, problem shared and all of that. If anyone else is going through any kind of nightmarish situation regarding health, mentally or physically or whatever, maybe, like I said before, the word inspirational comes up. I don't see that, but if someone else goes, well, fuck, if Rob's going through that and he's not topped himself yet, then, you know, if he can, then I can, and hey, we'll all keep going together, yeah? Switch over, Rob. I can't remember which player I am. I am two players, so I'm whacking the red ball there then, and it's downhill, so I need to go like that a bit more. Oh, no. Are we back to play? No, it's still player 2. And no, that's too much. Oh no, just right. Double bogey. Will blow your nose then. Slightly uphill. Oh no, that was a bit too much, wasn't it? Slightly downhill. Lovely. There we go. Was that really hole 1? Oh my giddy aunt. This is going to be a long one, isn't it? Maybe I have to cut it short before we go all the way around this course with 2 players, because this is going to take years now, isn't it? And I'm not going to go through re-recording an entire video just to rant. You can skip forward, of course, if you want to. Who knows what joys you'll miss, though. Whack it, Rob. Let's get on with it. We're going to get over. Oh, come on. Angle it a bit more that way then. That was almost full strength. That's got to get over there, surely. Just. Oh, is it on the green? That's about right, I think. Let's actually see where that. Alright, so that's about there. Almost full power again. Is that going to be enough? Have I aimed enough into the cup? No. I should have whacked it more to the right. Bum. I thought I had, but obviously not enough. Oh, that's slightly less power this time. I really hope I've angled it right this time, or I'll never get it there. Phew! Right, over to there then. Probably not full strength. Oh, yeah, definitely not full strength. Is that out of bounds? That's out of bounds. Yeah, so, channel, work. Oh, yes, pets. Pets are, of course, a great help when it comes to mental health and just trying and keeping you sane and making you get up in the morning because you've got to feed them and stuff like that. Although, I admit, 50 chickens was possibly a bit much to be coping with. We're now down to 2 chickens and 2 ducks and 5 cats. But yeah, recently, about a month ago now probably, it's been one of those things. My brain does not cope with things in the past too well, date-wise. Everything's just, it's past, move on. But about a month ago, I was about to come down the stairs. Oh, that's far too much again. What are you thinking? I was about to come down the stairs, and then I came down the stairs very, very quickly, because Mittens, one of our cats, decided she tried to kill me by tripping me at the top of the stairs. Fortunately, I was able to angle myself backwards. I mean, basically, everything was just suddenly, my feet were no longer underneath me before I could even think or get my balance or grab for the banister or anything. I was going down the stairs. But then that happened kind of in slow motion, and I was able to keep my weight backwards, so just my head clunking on the steps and my back sliding down on my back and my arse basically. So I scraped my back up, and but made it to the bottom okay. Unfortunately, Mittens came with me, and well, long story short, taking her to the vets, he said a particularly nasty fracture of her hip and her left tarsus. Now I take a fracture as being like a crack, but when I saw the scans, it looked, well, the phrasing I'd use is smashed to fucking bits. It was horrific. And he said basically she'd need massive amounts of surgery, that we'd be looking at having to send her to a specialist, and it would be between somewhere around £3,000 to £6,000. Yeah. So obviously you can tell that that was helping our mental state then, because she didn't have insurance, which is still something I need to get sorted, but I've had to wait until operations and things have been sorted before I can do that. Hey, let's just get this shot down, shall we? Is that enough? Just. Because kind of insurance has always been something, we had it for Sheba, our dog, and we've had it for Pixel and Nibbler. But when Missy came along and then gifted us with so many other cats, we were never able to afford getting insurance for all the rest. So it was always something like, well, what we'll try and do is we'll try and put money aside, and that didn't happen. And then we suddenly get hit by potential bill of this level, and no way to pay it. So it was going to be a case of, are we going to have her put to sleep just because we can't afford? And some friends on Twitter said, we'd like to help, start a GoFundMe or something like that, and we'll give you something towards it. It's like, are you sure? Yes, do it. So we did it, and raised over £3,000. I'm still absolutely stunned by everyone's generosity. Massively humbled by it. It's been incredible, and also incredibly heartwarming that so many people feel that way. That, I mean, aside from some people having so much more money than I'm used to seeing, to be able to, because it wasn't just friends, it was complete strangers in some cases giving, to me, huge amounts of money, and it's been absolutely incredible. You'd be pleased to know that Mitten didn't have to have specialist surgery, so it worked out slightly cheaper, but it's still come to over £4,000 at the moment and still ongoing. But she's walking around and trying to clamber up on things, and it's incredible to see how she's doing. She's lost her appetite recently, so we had to have her back in the vets again, so there goes another few £100. But she's going great guns, and it's heartwarming to see her recovering so well and so quickly, and also to know that so many people wanted to help us so much. Really, I don't know how else to put it into words. It's just really, just like I say, heartwarming. I just can't get over it. And if you were one of the people who helped out, even if you couldn't afford to give us any money, that feels, I mean, just the thing, give us money, feels so wrong. But then on the flip side, I've never done Patreon, I've never done adverts on the channel. I'm not asking for money for this. This is something I do for fun, and I hope other people enjoy. So it's not like I'm wanting people to pay for it, although I don't disagree in many cases. Let's not go into that. But I've never been wanting to ask for money, but people offered, and so I put the ask up there, shall we say, and well, people really came through, and I just still don't have the words for it. This is, I don't know what I'm doing now. It's going to be a downhill one, so I need to whack it uphill a little bit. Let's do that and see where it goes. But yeah, so like I was saying before about mental state. When your wife's got a terminal illness, it doesn't half paint your mentality to always think of death, and when a pet is ill, oh God, it really... So yes, thank you. Even if, like I say, even if you weren't able to, and you just gave me a retweet, or you just passed it on Facebook or something like that, thank you. Thank you so much for whatever you did to help, because our kitty cat is shouting at us from a cage to be let out, because we have to keep her in a cage to stop her clambering up on things, but she is so much better than she was. Heartbreaking to see. Let's go with, and I'm sure anyone else with cats would know exactly what it's like. So that's animals, and work and general health, and I don't know, I haven't really done. I mentioned Jules' health, haven't I? Myself, my back doesn't seem too bad lately. I don't know what's up with that, whether it's kidneys or back muscular or whatever, but I don't know. Like I said, I exhausted most of the time. That's the main problem. But stress really hasn't helped on the old psoriasis front, which has been with me a long time, and it comes and goes, and it moves around my body, which is always fun. Different patches turn up here and there. Some places they're okay, some places they're not so much fun, but since sliding down the stairs and scuffing up my back, I've got patches all over my back now where my skin's go, quick, regrow, 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 and you just go, stop it, you've done your job, no, stop it, and it gets really fucking itchy, and so I'm forever fucking picking at it. It's like picking scabs, but they're not quite scabs. It's, I don't know how to describe it without seeming horribly gross. So sorry if you're horribly grossed out by it. But hey, I have psoriasis. If you have psoriasis and you've just started having it, I think the best thing to do is just try and ignore it. I've tried sunlight, I've tried coal tar, I've tried various creams and ointments. Oh yeah, steroid ointments I found give me splitting headaches. When I don't use steroid creams, I don't get the splitting headaches. So, so I've not been using steroid creams for a while, which had been really helping. I'd been putting them on now and again on the odd patches here and there, and it's helped. Doesn't get rid of it, just makes it a bit easier to. It flakes off before it becomes a really thick, crusty scab, shall we say. But it flakes off, and it means the skin is looking smooth. It still kind of looks red and sore, but it feels fine. Yeah, since I've discovered, while we're on holiday and I hadn't used any for a while, I wasn't getting any headaches, like, oh right, let's not have any for a while, and oh look, the headaches have stopped. Unfortunately, not using it for a while has meant the patches that I've got have really built up, which then I don't have the willpower to let it be, because it just gets too thick and it's really annoying and irritating and unsightly. So you pick at it, and you pick at it until it's raw. And well, basically I've now got raw elbows and knees. Both elbows are really yeah, you don't want to be saying that, really. Yeah, my elbows hurt. I don't want to rest my arms on a desk or anything like that. And kneeling down in order to reach into Mittens' cage in order to get her litter tray, change her bowls, things like that, really fucking hurts my knees. But hey, you grit your teeth and you carry on. At some point I'll work out what else I can do, short of bandaging up my elbows and knees. I don't know what. I've had it in worse places. Armpits is always fun to have cracked raw red skin, you know. But knees and elbows. Oh, and I've got a little patch in the corner of my eye as well. That's delightful. That's like having a sty all the time, only without quite the infection, just the niggling irritation. So yeah, I shan't tell you. There are other places you can get it, which is not fun either. But yeah, armpits is yeah. I'm grateful for my armpits at the moment. Scalp is unsightly, but I'm beyond the point of caring anymore about what I look like generally. There's more important things to worry about. Is that enough? Is that? That's exactly the same as I did for the last shot, isn't it? Oh, almost. Let's do a 9 and hit it too much. Never learn, eh? What was I saying about mental capacity and forgetfulness? I can't remember what I did a few minutes ago, but then I am trying to maintain a one-sided conversation here, aren't I? So, yeah. No. Distracted by the boobies in the distance. Why are there pink hills? It's very, very odd. Come on, come on, come on, onto the green. Lovely, thank you. And that's going to roll downhill that way, so uphill, and let's go. Not enough, but not too bad. Let's just whack it. Oof! On par, look at that. One player win. Oh, right, so we're just playing per. Okay. It's whoever scores first. Work, health, psoriasis, jewels, mental health, work, cats, pets. I don't know if there's much more to talk about now, to be honest. Thank God, you all say. Although, no, maybe you didn't, because you're still here listening for me at this point. So, I don't know. I'll stop trying to second guess everything, because I don't know where I am these days, and I'm always trying to second guess myself and beat myself up over stuff that I haven't managed to do, like half the chores around the house, as opposed to rewarding myself and telling myself well done because you've managed to do half the chores around the house. So, you know, and it's the weekend, so I've still got another day, so I can do the shopping and various other bits and pieces tomorrow. Tidying up and actually tackling any bigger jobs, well, we'll just have to see how that goes, eh? Let's go with that. See where that takes us. Over to the left there. Oh, we're on the green. There we go, that'll do. It's in the rough, but we're on the green bit. Let's try that again. Let's try a full whack one. Does that actually get us on the green? Maybe, maybe. No, it says rough as well. Right, so I just need to tap it ever so gently. Maybe not with a putter. Ever so gently. There we go. And again, we also need to get ourselves onto the green ever so gently. And there we go. That will do nicely. Now we need to whack it over the trees. There we go. Let's do it like that then. Where's that going to take us? Is that going to take us over it? Oh, just missed the sand. Be interesting to see what happens when we do land in the sand, but I'm guessing it's a bit crap. Oh, wind's taking us though. Blimey. So, yeah, still got plans to do more videos, more games, as and when I can. I really do need to sit down and blitz through a load if I can find myself an afternoon to actually sit down and do a load of videos, so I can keep the channel going evenly, even if I'm not being particularly up to date. Hey, they're retro games. Most of them are 20 to 30 years old anyway, so, you know, it's not like I'm going to be topical. If you want to catch me on topical things, catch me on Twitter, as I'm sure most of you know. Which one am I playing here? I think I'm red, aren't I? Oh, I still appear to be able to move the angle of the dangle. 9 iron and about a third, I reckon. Not too shabby. So yeah, still aiming to putting videos out weekly, but that does mean having to build up a store of them, rather than being able to go, oh great, I like that game, quick, play that game and get that uploaded within the same week. And yeah, I can't really do that. There's too much other other more important things, unfortunately, that takes precedence. Like naps a lot of the time. That might not have been enough. Nope, we're on that, that's good. Ooh, that's not bad actually. That looks pretty much straight uphill, doesn't it? No, downhill. Uphill, down. Let's just go with, I'm assuming that's downhill, so I'm knocking it downhill, so not much needed. Bit more than that would have been nice, but not bad in all. Yeah, but oh, hey! Blimey. Well, that's probably a good place to knock it on the head, really, isn't it? Rather than doing another, what was it? Was it 9 holes? We might be doing 18 on this, God help us in that case. But I think I have possibly vented everything. Things are stressful still, but not insurmountable, shall we say? I don't know at the moment. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to grit my teeth and keep going, as I've always said I will. Unfortunately, there are times when you reach breaking point, and no matter how much willpower you've got, your brain signals your body to, no, you need to stop, and physically stops you. But I'll keep going until that happens again. If that happens again, well, we'll deal with that as and when it happens. Let's zoom out, show you the lights again, eh? No, that's in. Whee! I like the pretty lights, to quote the mad lady from the Crow. So, yeah. Basically, keep going. Keep ploughing onwards. Not really planning on changing the format of the channel, because that would mean changing the format of me. So, this ain't a comedy persona. I don't have a silly hat to wear. Well, actually I do have silly hats to wear, but that's just me wearing them. That's not me being a silly persona. If there's any other games you'd like to see, give us a shout, and maybe I'll get around to them at some point. But at the moment, I'm going to concentrate on some more Atari stuff. Old trusty Commodore 64 and probably the Specky, although I have been hankering lately to maybe have a go on some Amiga stuff again, so never know. At some point I'd like to get the PC up and running to get DOS and Windows 95 stuff running, because I've got a nice selection of stuff I'd like to show you from those. Some very, well, stuff I've got really happy memories of, shall we say, before things got up to modern stuff. And of course, oh yeah, there's the Archie, the RISC PC over here to my right that I've been tinkering with and working on, and I now have FTP access to it, so I can copy stuff to it, and it's just a case of working out how to make disk images on it, and that's causing a few problems at the moment, but we'll get there, so yeah, Starfighter 3000, here we come, and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and more light gun games. Hopefully you will enjoy light gun games, because I've got some more. I have quite a few light gun games for PS1 and PS2, and now I have a light gun for the Sega Saturn. I have 2 light guns for the Sega Saturn, in fact. One's in bits though at the moment. So we're getting some Virtua Cop 2 action coming up at some point. And still loads more to come. And hopefully not so much whinging now after this one, so maybe wait until the next golf game comes out. Yeah, I think I've wittered on for far too much of your time now. If you stuck this long, thank you for sticking on this long. Hopefully it hasn't been too boring. And like I said, hopefully it might make some people go, fuck, Rob's life is shit, I'm glad mine's not like that. Mine might be a bit crap, but fucking hell. You know, so yeah, I've probably still missed stuff. My brain's been blotting out so much stuff lately. I don't know where I am, but yeah, maybe I'll write something in the comments or the description underneath. I forgot, oh yeah, I forgot this madness. But maybe I won't, I don't know. Because there's always something going. That's the thing that Jules and I say. It's not so much the fact that it's one thing after another. It's always one thing on top of another. You never seem to get a chance to breathe. But at the moment, I'm keeping on top of it. I'm hoping Jules is. So, yeah. Just gotta keep going. And, yeah, I'm losing my words now, and I can't think of other stuff now. So, like I said, thank you so much for sticking with me, if you have. If you've just come along and you're going, what the fuck is this? It's not always like this. Sometimes it's just me playing games, and it's not always me going, look at my shit life. I'm sure there are plenty of people with even shittier lives. Although there are times when I think, I'm not sure how possible that is. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, like I said, hopefully you're good. Oh, God, I thought I had problems, but, yeah. Hey, if I can keep going, keep going. Just keep going. Keep going as much as you can. Because the things aren't always unrelentingly shit. Sometimes they do let up just for a short while. And those are the moments you've just got to really grasp and keep hold of and really make the most of. Like playing a golf game on a Philips MSX, on a Philips TV. I had nicely tweaked that, Philips and Philips, hey. And doing it without sound. Because, well, there we go then. Because that's better than playing the latest Fallout 4, Fallout PS4 game, like 180 quid for the collector's edition. Dear God. Yeah. Let's not get onto that side of things, eh? Cat bills, vet bills. Who'd have them, eh? Anywho, really do need to wind up, don't I? So I'll wind up here. Like I said, thanks for watching. I've even forgotten what I normally wind up with now because it's been so long since I've said anything, since I've done a video. Hope you enjoyed watching. Catch you on the next one, maybe. Ta-ta.